Hello. Today I'm going to explain a nifty little trick that many people don't know about for saving pictures that are in a modern Office suite, document format. That is, like if it's in Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint, or if it's a Google document from Google Drive. There's pictures in there, and you can't always just save them directly. Like here on Google Drive, it does have this save to keep. I don't use keep. I don't know how helpful for some people that might be. Or if you're in here's LibreOffice Impress, which is kind of like Microsoft Office PowerPoint. Here I do have a right-click save, and then I can just directly save the image. That's fine if you've got one or two, right? Or maybe five, like I have here in this document. But I've had teachers give me slide decks that have like 50 slides and like 20 pictures, and sometimes that makes the slide deck too big to upload to Google Translate, right? It won't accept, I think it's anything over 10 megabytes. It might be 20, but I know I run into it fairly frequently when content teachers send me a slide deck so that I can translate it to Spanish or whatever. And oftentimes I need to go in and find the biggest pictures and switch them out, make them smaller, right? I have to switch them out if I need to translate. If there's text on the images, that's different. We'll talk about that in a different video. But sometimes it's just you've got a couple of very big pictures in there that are taking up a lot of space. And like I said, I've gone through where there's like literally 20 pictures, and I have to find the biggest one and then make that a lot smaller, maybe make the others a little bit smaller. Sometimes I just delete a bunch and then put them back later. But this is my most common use case for this trick that I'm about to show you, is that I'm probably doing something with the pictures where I need to take them out, maybe to save them for something else, or more likely to do something with them and then put them back in. And now when you do things like crop, when you come here to there it is, crop image and stuff, that does not make it smaller. That just changes what you see. But in the file, the image is still the original image. That's why you can uncrop later, right? Or change the crop later, because it's just changing what you see. What we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get all the pictures out at once, so that if you need to save some, you can, or if you need to change some, you can, right? Without having to right-click save, or maybe you're in like Google Slides where you don't have that. So the trick is this. It's quite simply, these are just zip files. And a zip file is just where it's one file that contains a bunch of files. And when you unzip it, it's like opening up the box, and then you can take all the individual files out, including the individual pictures. So here in Google Drive or Google Slides, just go to File, Download, and choose either pptx or ODP. ODP is the one for LibreOffice, or just the open document format in general. pptx, of course, is Microsoft PowerPoint. Either one of these, they're both zip files, so it doesn't really matter. Just download that, right? And here I've already downloaded, and this is just there because I've opened it up in LibreOffice. But what I'm going to do is, actually, I should close this, and that goes away. What I'm going to do here is right-click, rename. And by the way, as you saw here, F2 is a very common shortcut. That's a good one to know for renaming. Then you can just hit F2 real quickly. Now what we're going to do, though, is we're going to rename this side. Instead of pptx, we're going to call it zip. And notice the icon changed. Now, if you're on Microsoft Windows, you might need to play with the file manager and tell it to show you the extensions. Okay? You definitely want that just in general. It's good for security because you know what the file really is, right? But also because you want to be able to change it, and you can't change it if it doesn't show it to you. So we want to change it to zip, and now what you can see, it looks like a little box with a zipper on it because it's a zip file. It's been zipped up. And so when I click on it, well, this opened it up in Arc, okay. Well, that's the software that does it. You can see these. What I'm going to do instead, though, is right-click and extract here. And so you can see there's a folder with the same name, right? But now it's a folder. Go into it, and you see this folder pptx. Go in there, and oh look, a whole bunch of stuff, right? Including media. Media is where you'll find the images. Okay, and look, here we are. They're just regular, files on my computer now. So if I need to copy one out, I can, or if I need to open one up and maybe make it smaller or something, I can. Okay, so that's it. All these other things here, this folder and all these other folders aside from media, you don't need them. You can delete them. I've heard that you can zip this back up, right? So like, for example, make some changes and then right click and compress as zip, and then rename it to pptx. I don't recommend that. I've not had good luck with that. I don't think I've ever gotten it to work, so I just don't try. And usually I've only needed to change a few things, and I go into PowerPoint, or I go into Google Slides, and I just, like we were looking at here, right? If I say I've made this one smaller, just right click, replace image, upload from computer, and put in the new one that you made, the smaller one, right? And then hopefully you can get it down to its a size, right? And then if you need to translate, then go to Google, download it again so that you can put it into Google Translate. But different video, another video coming on that soon. But any rate, that's it. Just file, download, PowerPoint, rename it to zip, and then extract it, whatever your operating system. I think on Microsoft Windows you can just double click and it'll open it like you're in here, like you're in the folder. And then you could go here, right? Copy them all, and then just come back up here and paste, and you're done, right? So, any rate, that's it. I hope this is helpful. If there's anything, any questions about it, please put them in the comments, or if there's anything else you'd like to learn about, please let me know. Okay, I hope this is helpful. Thanks.